Alright, there's another video for 1HT about exercise 44. It says a roundabout consists of a 4.5 meter wide road and a circular island with a diameter of 16 meters. You can see that in the picture as well. You can see that the green part in the middle, that's called the island, it says 16 meters wide, and the road itself is 4.5 meters wide. Question A says the island will be enclosed by a fence. How long is that fence in meters, round off to 2 decimal places? So what we see here is there's going to be a fence around here. So we want to know the circumference. Well, to calculate the circumference, you have to do pi times the diameter. So for 44a, we have to do pi times 16. So let's see what it is. 16 times pi. Wait, I have to type it in again. 16 times pi, and then my calculator says that this is 50.3 meters. So this is how long, the question says round off to 2 decimal places, so this will be 27. So this is how long the fence will be. Moving on to exercise B, there the question says that the island is sowed with grass. For every squared meter, they require 25 grams of seed. Calculate how many kilograms of seed are needed, round off to 1 decimal place. So now we don't need to know the circumference, we need to know the area. So what is the area of that island? So to calculate the area, you need to know the radius. The diameter is 16, so that means that the radius is 8. So then to calculate the area for exercise B, we have to do pi times 8 squared. Pi times the radius squared. Right? Remember that I showed you this in the previous video. That's how you calculate the area of a circle. So to calculate this, 8 squared times pi, that is 201. This is the same as in the previous video. It's so many squared meters. The question says that for every squared meter you need 25 grams of seed. So we need to multiply this with 25, and then we know how many grams we need in total. So let's calculate this with 25. It's 5,026.5, so many grams. But the question is, how many kilograms do you need? And round off to 1 decimal place. Well, if you go from grams to kilograms, you have to move the 0.3 places. So this is 5.0. So we actually don't have a decimal place. So you need 5 kilograms of seed if you want to sow this whole area. Going to exercise C, it says calculate the area of the road of the roundabout. So this is a bit more difficult because I want to know what is the area for this road. So without that, but there's a little trick we can do. We're going to include the island in the road, so we're going to calculate the area of this whole circle, so including that, and then we're going to remove that. So the whole, if you take a look at this is 16, there's 4.5 here, and there's 4.5 there. So 4.5 plus 4.5 is 9, plus 16 is 25. So the whole circle has a diameter of 25. So the whole circle has a radius of 12.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate an area using pi times 12.5 squared. So this is the area of the road and the island. So this is pi times 12.5 squared. That's 490.9. Now if we subtract the area from the island, if we subtract it from this, so we do 490.9 and then minus 50.27, because that's the area for the, oh, that's not the area for the island, this is the area for the island. 201.1. If you subtract that, we get, let me see, we get 289.8 squared meters. Alright. So this is the answer for exercise C. So, well, to repeat, first you calculate the area of everything, that's that, and then you remove the island, and then you have the answer. Alright, moving on to exercise D. It says, during road works, a white line is painted in the middle of the road. The paint vehicle travels at the speed of 25 centimeters per second. How long does it take to paint the white line? Give your answer in minutes. Okay, so you can see this little car here, and this little car is painting a white line in the middle because there are 2 driveways here. So we need to know the circumference of the road that this car drives, right? So it drives in the middle of this road. That means that this road is 4.5 meters wide. So half of that is 2.25. So we have 2.25 on this side, and we have 2.25 on that side if the car also drives there. So 2.25 plus 2.25 is 4.5 again, plus 16 is 20.5. So you have a circle and the diameter is 20.5. So if you want to calculate the circumference, you do pi times 20.5. Let me wait for the bell to stop ringing. If you do pi times 20.5, then we have 64.4 meters. This is how many meters the paint vehicle has to drive. It travels at the speed of 25 centimeters per second. Right? So if you divide this by 25 centimeters, so that's actually a quarter of a meter. Right? So we're going to do this divided by 0.25. So then we know how many seconds it takes, and that's rounded off to a whole number of seconds. That's 257 seconds. And the question says give your answer in minutes. So 60 seconds is 1 minute. So if we divide this by 60, then we have 4.29 minutes. But I don't really like this. I want to say how many seconds that is. Okay, so I'm going to do 0. Let me show you that over here. I'm going to be doing 0.29 times 60 again, because then I know how many seconds that is. So 0.29 times 60 is rounded off. It's 17 seconds. So the answer here is 4 minutes and 17 seconds. So this is the answer for exercise 44, a very difficult exercise, but hopefully you were able to understand it. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.